I think they will put Centaur and Shadow Demon together and have Snapfire on the top lane. Even though Immersion is usually the
Oh,
guy
stun
who
under
plays
tower.
position 4.
Afterlife trying to get his retaliate stacks up, and he's being punished here. Vanscore with a stroke of fight level
Oh,
1.
he got 10 charges, used the
Sure
flask.
did. Can they turn this and try and fight now? Zitrax is caught in a very awkward position. Poison stacking up, scatter shots there, but they don't have the lockdown to actually catch him. Maybe a 5th stack coming up. Oh, 40 health. That headdress with the tango going, enough from Vanscore to keep the Wraith King alive. So Salve popped on either side. And all, like, talking about the regen trade battle, it's already begun before the creeps even spawn.
I feel like Region was a bit OP, still is, in these side lane matchups where you're just trading better than your opponent. That's why all of these Region items got nerfed. Still feel like Headdress is a must-have item in the laning stage.
Yeah, it does seem that way. Okie dokie, I can do that later on. We'll get ourselves properly set up. Game 1 here in this best of 3 Group B for the ESL One LA 2020 online for Europe and CIS. SD top with the Bassi. Ergon on that Ember Spirit. Chu does have the headdress up top. So again, regen, calling it pretty imbalanced. Will be in the favor of the Radiant side. Mystic Snake for the Medusa mid, but already taking a bit of a beating from those quill sprays. No magic wand or anything yet for the Medusa, which I find quite interesting, opting to try and get into double Wraith bands a little faster. Maybe didn't expect the Bristleback mid?
Probably not. They adjusted the lanes accordingly. You don't steal mana from Bristleback anymore, so he can always have this quill spray, 2 mangoes to work with, 1 more hit on this attack animation on Bristleback, what makes him strong. Also, when he gets his bottle, I want to see some either Grimstroke. Yeah, I think Grimstroke needs to move to the mid lane instead of Chen to actually secure the rune for him. Very important for your mid laner.
Misha taking a bit of a beating up top. Both unique heroes very, very strong here with full HP. We're going to be burning through that regen pretty quickly on the dark side, but bottom, Wraithfire Blast already expended. Yet another salve from Afterlife. What's he got coming on Courier? Looks like he's trying to save up for something. Another stun though. Zitrax with Vanscore pairing up beautifully for first blood.
Oh, that crit!
Taking out Granny with a massive crit. Didn't that get nerfed, Lacoste?
It did.
Just the skeleton's
But still,
duration.
enough. This lane is very deadly. Usually we see players not caring about controlling the lane anymore.
They're
You
trying
just
to
want to
kill
push it out.
Zitrax, yeah?
Zitrax in a bit of trouble, yeah.
Oh, the cookie, it lands. Retaliate's going. They'll get the trade. Beautifully done. Afterlife and Immersion pairing up, realizing Vanscore had fallen back to try and get a pull. For some reason, his creeps have gone wandering away and they don't want to commit to killing off the camp. So 1 for 1. Trading out your pos 4 for the pos 1.
Top lane, Ember Spirit still didn't skill anything, keeping both points opened up, whether he needs to use the Slight or just go Flame Guard and Searing Chain. Also, I heard some European teams are playing a lot of Ember Spirit and Keeper of the Light. So you go like Slight into Searing Chains, and then he gives you Chakra, reducing the cooldown on both abilities, then you use it once again.
Medusa's getting dived mid. 19's going to go for this kill. The final quill spray finishing off the Medusa. Misha's here to try and block him in. A couple of poison stacks and he might be able to get a kill, but 19 could think about turning and fighting. Pop the mango to get some more quill sprays going, and Misha very low HP, running out of mana. This Bristleback 4 stacks. That's enough to take him down. 4-minute rune in about 20 seconds. Now his bottle's refilled and he can TP back to lane, but should still see these heroes collapse in for that first active rune spawn. But Radiant doing exceptionally well farm-wise. Their CS top 3, all of their cores.
Still nothing on Ember Spirit. I mean, you have a hero for 4 minutes who did not use a single spell. At least you can use Slight to get some last hits.
Yeah, not very efficient. You've got a mana pool. May as well use it. gets the second point in Flame Guard now, as Medusa, we watch her deny the haste rune away from the Bristleback. Medusa not having a great time, though. Down bottom, looks like they're pinging out, thinking about making a play. Immersion very far forward. One stun in. Not going to accomplish too much. There won't be a pull from the large camp, though, from either side. So lane in a pretty good place here for a unique. Zitrax. Yeah, one mango. I guess you've got enough if you want to make a play. Level 2 Inkswell. But ideally, you want to focus down Immersion's Granny. You can't really go on Afterlife now. He's got Ring of Health.
Immersion understands that he is the target, so he buys infused raindrops in the laning stage. Bounty runes are spawning. Oh, they know. They understand also that Snapfire will be going for those bounties, so they make him move on a Centaur. Is that going to be enough? Probably not.
No, the turnaround is there. Immersion swings back into action. What a waste. Centaur calling him out. Good little move back, as Immersion will be able to grab one of the bounty runes, but in comes the Bristleback, finding the Snapfire. Cookie on cooldown for another 8 seconds. And this should be a pretty simple takedown, honestly. Phantom Embrace is there to help. And a TP out from Afterlife. Get me away from this lane. I don't want to stick around anymore.
And Bristleback TP's mid immediately, doesn't lose any of the XP, even makes a move on Medusa. Like this Bristleback, 19. Or 19-teen, whatever you want to call him. Do you think it's 19-teen?
119? I genuinely don't know. I don't care about the teen. I'm just going to call him 19. A bit of an odd name. And yeah, the raindrops you're mentioning on Vanscore, nice little pick up there. Extra bit of mana regen going to help out. Just keep these spells spamming away. Team Spirit, yeah, losing 3 of your lanes, and this really is pretty disastrous for you, as Unique able to play so quickly off the back of a 1 laning stage with all of these pushing heroes that we were mentioning. Chen will be quickly moving in towards that mech. DP for now. Brown Boots, Bassi. Yeah, Phase Boots coming out on the courier. And Ember Spirit, has he just been, he's got Bottle Stick, he's just kind of jungling away, farming camps, trying to hold his own in the lane whenever he can.
This is giving Dead Prophet some solo XP on the top lane. She is gonna hit level 6 if Chu stays away from the XP, and then they will have Catapult. Oh, Catapult has 37 HP.
Keep it alive. Headdress regen, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50 HP. It's regenning up the cost. And they've got the Ogre Frost Mage to give that armor over to it if need be. Medusa's getting dived onto tier 2s though, hey? 19. He's got a lot to tank up, and he's trying to steal out a stack here that's been made up, I guess, by the SD for the Medusa.
Huge stack. You can't contest this Bristleback. Like, you need to bring a lot of heroes to actually get a kill on him.
Stampede there used defensively top and aggressively bottom, but also potentially to get a kill on 19. Bristleback, the stacks of poison, all building up, and he will finally fall. It causes 2 rotations out from Team Spirit, but it gets Medusa that much needed time to start farming the jungle stacks, and gets the Bristle away from them, most importantly. Oh, Phantom's Embrace flying out across the map. Where are you going, buddy? Who are you targeting?
It's going.
It's on Afterlife. Oh, well, Afterlife silenced up. He can't do anything. BZZ's going to slay him. Pops the Exorcism and now looks for the tier 1 top as well. Team Spirit really are on a great run here. 8 minutes in with a 3k lead. Accelerating incredibly quickly.
Problem is, both of these cores right now are staying in the jungle, farming up. And they can't make any rotations. Medusa is a pretty static hero. Ember Spirit needs level 6 to start being active. If they can somehow steal this stack from Medusa, that's gonna be huge. But she's already killed a couple of those.
Well, coming in. BZZ thinking about breaking that high ground as well. And they just take full control of this jungle now. Bit of a stack remaining. Oh, 3 large creeps still in there. SD holding out on the mid tier 1. Ember Spirit can't really lane against the Wraith King. Level 6 Zitrax. Incredibly powerful. If Ember Spirit even gets close to that creep wave, he's going to get whacked about by the crits. And how does, like, you're saying static cores here for Team Spirit, and I'm trying to ask, how do they react to this? And I'm feeling like the answer to that question is they can't. They're just getting dived consistently under the tier 2. They've got Bristle DP following through for a kill on SD. Misha does give his life to make a little bit of space here for the Medusa, but Bristleback, yeah, he's got an Observer Ward on the high ground. He finds another stack, and he is just zoning this Dusa out from every bit of farm that she wants, TPing back to her tier 3. And killing Courier. Poor man shield, magic wand, getting a trusty shovel, getting some use out of that. It is just, it's perfect. Unique, executing beautifully.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
We have seen this in Chinese region. Fate Beyond on Bristleback, pretty much zoning out 4 heroes, invading their jungle. This is the same thing what 19 is doing. He's even getting kills.
Oopsie. Oh, I've missed that one. I didn't. Poor little granny. Misha now going to get dived as well. Silenced up as the Inkswell will connect. No! Disruption there, but still stunned up. Misha can't do anything to turn the tides, and a double kill for 19. As I'm looking at Chu nearly having Helm of the Dominator. Death Prophet going straight into a hood to tank up even further. Centaur is farming on the other side of the map in the Radiant jungle. Everything is clicking into place very quickly here. And for the first time in a long time, Mango Tree being used out of the base for vision. I've seen...
Where is it? I can't find it.
Vanscore, there.
All right.
Radiant's courier.
Yeah, we've been seeing, especially in China, all the mango trees in the fountain, pretty much.
Radiant's top tower is
But I guess when you're this far ahead, why the hell not? Get that vision going.
You know they're not going to be playing that part of the map anyway, so you are able to plant it there without them cutting it down. That Prophet using the ulti on a mid lane, also going for Hood, which I like. Bracer into Hood. She realizes, okay, I don't need the Yule Scepter here. I might buy it as my second item. I just want to be able to tank up all these spells, especially from Snapfire, Centaur. Centaur is doing okay job trying to cut the waves. Has Stampede ready.
He is.
What is Raid King building? Is he going for, okay, Blink Dagger?
I think did he just finish his armlet? I think it's coming out on Courier. Yeah. So he's got armlet, buckler, going into that Blink Dagger now. But I'm just laughing at this Bristleback. Every time he sees Medusa on the map, he just runs straight towards her lane. He ran up top. Medusa TP's down to bottom. Bristleback now thinking, okay, we'll leave the Medusa to farm for a little bit because we can get Roshan. Aegis going to be a massive, massive objective here for Team Unique to grab and just force down all these tier 2s with no reaction really coming out from Spirit. They're grouping around bottom tier 1, but every single objective here close to full HP on the Radiant side. Centaur not getting punished for his shenanigans, farming deep on that Radiant side of the map. Slow and steady here for Team Spirit, but it's not a pretty game for them. Medusa trying to finish off Yasha. Ember Spirit does get the treads going. I just want to look at hero levels quickly. Level 10 Bristle, 9 Wraith King.
Here comes Bristle on Medusa once again. TPs from Misha to keep him alive. Oh man, that's Bristleback with Arcane Rune.
It sure is. They had 3 Centaurs coming in from the left-hand side as well, so potential triple stomp to chain stun anyone down if Chu was able to get there. Afterlife, no TP here on the Centaur, so I think he's probably straight up dead. Stampede at the ready. But DP's coming in. Oh, nice little cut through the trees. He will find a path out, at least for now, but BZZ's giving chase. Afterlife, he's found by the Bristleback now. Hello. You're being surrounded. A Centaur sandwich. You might have to just stomp and run back to his high ground.
What are you? A Centaur sandwich.
All right, Gordon Ramsay. Afterlife
So
is...
top lane will go down without Exorcism being used at all. The problem is when you're grouping up early as this, you're not getting too much XP. So we can see Death Prophet level 9, almost 14 minutes in. Bristleback found Medusa again.
And yet another TP forced out. Man, oh man.
Okay, you want to bet that Bristleback is going to get the Ensnare as tier 2 item.
So he can stop everyone from running. Grandma popped out of the map. Zitrax and Vanscore. Still trying to look for that Ember Spirit, but a speedy Remnant out will get him to safety. Still being pinged though. Bristleback is... he's just running at them. Misha takes the regen away. Still a couple of bottle charges. Oh, the Centaur stomps 1, 2. Don't even need the third. Yeah, even animation cancels it. Surrounded by an Alpha Wolf and a Centaur gank into the death of Misha.
Well, they are really having fun this game. And I love the itemization from them. Full pipe on that Prophet. They want to group up as early as possible. Raid King going for this cheap damage armlet. I wouldn't be surprised if he just gets up straight Deso.
Yeah, Blink Deso. Chen with a helm, now into the mech. A bit of a diversion away from the mech rush that I've seen a lot of on these Chens. But it gives him that extra creep, extra push power. Earn up on Ergon. Ember Spirit trying to defend that bottom tier 2. Dodging out that Wraithfire Blast, nicely done. Centaur's still doing a great job, you know, taking down towers, dragging the attention of this Bristleback from one side of the map to the other, so space being created here and there. A 6k lead continues for Team Unique, not accelerating as quickly as they previously were, as some trades for Team Spirit are coming out. Now pushing that mid-tier 1 with a couple of heroes. Like, this is such ballsy play. If the TPs come through from the Radiant, they could very easily die, but I think it might be high ground time, you know? Holocaust, the group up down bottom.
Aegis is still up and running for 1 minute and 30 seconds. It is go time. They could not cut away Shadow Demon trying to do it right now, but they already have one catapult wave approaching, so it's not gonna be enough.
I don't know if the catapult will even matter. Like, they've already taken the tier 3. This army of Unique shredding through the structures on Team Spirit's side and a full lane of racks. 16 minutes in. They can even transition to another lane as the Bristleback gives chase. The Inkswell connect, and down goes Immersion. Disruption, not even fast enough. Another tier 3 for them. Looks like there's no stopping them at this point. Medusa's farming other side of the map. But the items just don't feel like they're going to do anything. Like, cool, you got a Yasha, you got a Yashadusa, what are you going to do? Bristleback.
You really don't deal any damage. There's a Chen with full mech, Helm of the Dominator, and Hand of God ready. They are going to go for tier 3 tower on the top lane.
Just go Megas.
After this.
Bristleback has a halberd in a second. They've jumped, blown up Misha, so now there are no saves. Centaur's going to have to run under his tier 4s. The Exorcism has expired and on cooldown for 1.5 minutes now, and well, Soulbind onto the Medusa and Granny. Forces them to hold hands for a little bit. And a good little wave cut there from Ergon, so they cannot transition to the top tier 3 and get Megas on that final lane of barracks. Just yet, anyway.
Aegis is gone, but I don't think Bristleback dies anyway. Now has a haste rune in the bottle. That Prophet, ideally you would want to get her to level 12 before the next push with Exorcism. Ghosts double from 8 to 16. Man, this Ember Spirit, he's not having a game. He's 0-0-0.
77 CS at 17 minutes with 5,000 net worth. Tragic, tragic scenes. I mean, look at the Chen's net worth. 6k. He's closing in on that top 4 with a bit of a fight here as Mortimer's Kisses landing in towards 19, but Misha's been obliterated. Immersion will get followed up on, silenced, and cannot escape. The cookie will not come. Maybe it will. Okay, he gets a bit of space, but Zitrax has the blink to follow and the Stampede. Oh, it doesn't do too much. Do they have a creep wave coming in? Yeah, creep wave hitting that mid lane means tier 3 top. On the cards here for Unique. Zitrax straight there. You were correct. Deso queued up. Level 11.
It's not gonna even matter. This game's just straight up over, Gary. When it's time to call it, it is time to call it.
13-4, 14k lead. Game 1. Looks like it is going pretty quickly in the way of Team Unique. Medusa using that stone gaze, turning Bristleback into a statue, and they're focusing him down. Remember, no Aegis anymore, but the Hand of God, the heals come through, and Bristleback still up and running. Demonic Purge will slow his advance, but the Death Prophet has been able to keep everyone on their toes as Team Spirit really tentative about rejoining this fight. They've got no Stampede to gap close, the Ember Spirit doesn't do enough damage, and the Bristleback is back in. Inkswell dodged out by the disruption, but it is just delaying the inevitable. Misha sniped yet again. And Bristle, he's going for, he's thinking about the fountain dive. But Mega Creeps come before 20 minutes and GG is called. There is no holding on. Team Spirit tap out.
What a performance by 19. Man, he was all over the place. I'm gonna say he single-handedly won them the game by his rotation on this Medusa. He also ganked the bottom lane, got one kill, forced Centaur to TP out, so he pretty much won the bottom lane for them as well. And then invaded the jungle, stole a couple of stacks, kept his ass on Medusa all game, forcing her to TP out, not getting any farm. Like, even if Medusa had an extra item here, it does not matter. They were just way too over farm at that point. They got 4 kills. Misha, 7 deaths. Ember Spirit, he did not participate nor died.